Mark Giordano, at age 40 years and 39 days, is the oldest player in Maple Leaf history with a fighting major.
Since Tim Horton.
19 days older than the Donut King.
To me, that is such a badass stat.
That is very cool.
That's
also terrifying to know that someone my age could fight someone like Dakota Joshua. And
the most shot blocks in NHL history, the oldest guy in Leafs history with a fight. That's pretty good stats.
Yeah.
Plus,
With the Norris Trophy, so we can play.
Yeah.
I have two still feelings on watching Mark Giordano do it. The first one is like, thank you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The second one is, come on, guys. You can't have a 40-year-old guy leading this charge. No, I'm telling you. No, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. This is like, why Mark Giordano at 40 years?
He's the first one there. He's on the ice. He's on the team. He's not in a wheelchair.
You know why he's the first one there? Because he's looking at 19 other guys that weren't willing to do it in the last month.
Sure. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That they haven't done it.
He almost like guilted everybody. And I'm just telling you, I've been in this position before.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm on that bench and I need a guy twice as old as me to go out there and do that because I'm not willing to do it first, not good. Not good.
Yeah. It's just one of those things.
But
like,
listen, if you want to start somewhere, that's okay.
Yeah. You can only control the game, the moment. Like for Giordano there's an opportunity to stand up for a teammate.
There will be nothing left of him once again at the end of the year. Do you understand that? It's the same conversation I had before.
What is your point, though? Should he not have done it?
No, he shouldn't have done it. Somebody else should have done it.
The game before?
Listen, I thought Kevin Bieksa did a great job on Hockey Night in Canada breaking down that it's such a strategic thing. Yeah. And it's not actually about the fighting. It's about the look. It's about the ability to just get in someone's face. Mark could have done the exact same thing, but he didn't need to do that.
Okay.
But he could have set it up for someone else to do that or eventually be in a position.
What do you set it up for someone else to do it?
Just, like Connor Bedard got hammered on the weekend.
Yeah, he ate the dash.
Did you watch Foligno?
Yes.
Didn't have to go in there.
He ain't young either, by the way.
Right? I know, but he didn't have to go in there and get into a major. It was just the look of it.
Yeah, but Foligno was 10 times tougher than that. Whoever he was.
It was Kulikov. Kulikov's not going to go.
You didn't have to go and get a 2-minute instigator penalty, right?
No.
You could just be. Listen, I know I'm nitpicking here on a team.
Well, you're nitpicking and being hypocritical because all season long you're begging for them to stand up for one another.
Just not my 40-year-old guy. That's all.
Okay.
Right? And worse.
So who in that vicinity did you want it to be?
The guy that really should be leading that charge is in the stands.
Well, he's going to be in the American League.
Like it's not great.
Right.
Like it's not set up great. Right?
No.
It's not falling the way it should have fallen.
Right. And
we're so desperate. You're so desperate for this look that you just kind of bypass the fact that he's 40 years old and we're going to beat him up and there'll be nothing left of him by the end of the year and he'll be hanging on to playing 12 minutes a night and looking slow as molasses.
But that's all. But he should probably.
That's just my whole point.
But listen, he was probably going to be there anyway without this fight. Regardless of this fight, the amount he's already
playing. Let me tell you something. Fighting could take a lot out of you.
But he's not Ryan or not, a guy from the 90s. He's not fighting every night. The moment called for it, and he went out there and he did it. Who else is supposed to go? Is it going to be McMahon coming up and doing it?
Maybe, yeah.
Is it supposed to be?
Maybe.
You want Gregor to do it?
Maybe, yeah. I do. Yeah,
I think
25, 27-year-olds. Yes, I do want that. That's all.
I just think it's a great message to your team.
Yeah,
he's a leader. He's one of the leaders on the team,
right.
Kip.
No, he's not. He's your 6th or 7th defenseman on a team that's supposed to be challenging for the Stanley Cup.
I can't believe how bogged down we are now in like such a.
It was incredible.
You're zoomed out to the big picture.
It's not set up well enough to move forward.
The team,
it's disappointing that for me that it's not set up the way it should be set up with. This was
they missed opportunities earlier in the season, 100%,
and they still got to fix it. Fix it. You can't have Mark Giordano jumping in like that, and be that that guy that leads the charge.
Remember
That's
he did it last year too at the Philly game. He came flying in for Matthews.
So I just like we can play the clip like for from Keefe. I think it's clip number 3. But like this is exactly the conversation we had last week. He didn't think about who it is. No one thought about who it is. There was no thinking. It was gloves off going. Like that's the whole point.
What's
it's a
different
response.
It's Spezza stuff,
But what's
right?
different is Zadorov runs over Bertuzzi on Friday night, and David Camp goes over there and sees it happen, goes, oh, that's Zadorov.
It's also a 4-4 game in the third period. And it was a clean hit. Bertuzzi, yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
He wants nothing to do with Zadorov, though, right? Like he's a
somebody
giant
can
man.
say something to him. Somebody can go.
Well,
and,
Camp give him a little shot, whatever, yes. But he definitely saw the size of the guy. Like, and I would imagine Giordano went in there and noticed that this was a large individual too, and still said, "This is what we need here. This is what we haven't done this season. Show the guys the way here."
Listen, beggars can't be choosers.
For sure.
At least somebody's in there. I get it.
Yeah.
But it just needs to be a little bit more strategic moving forward. To Kevin BX's point, including not taking a 2-minute instigator penalty.
Listen, I'm not saying those are good plays. You're not saying those are good plays, but I think if you're looking for this Leafs team to solve its problems, one of them has been a lack of standing up for one another. They made an effort for it, even if it's not done perfectly. I think you'll take the imperfect version.
Okay, let's go to Sheldon Keefe, or we'll go to Mark Giordano on his fight Saturday night. Let's start there.
Yeah, it's you get fired up out there sometimes. But yeah, you don't just want to be a guy who barks all the time. So tonight it was just one of those situations. So I think you see your teammate down on the ice, big hit. And that Joshua, I mean, he's a big boy. So I went over there and I was like, oh boy, here we go. So it was good to get into one. I haven't been into one in a while. So got me going too. Sometimes you need something like that to get yourself going. Couple shifts where you don't feel energy, and then I got it right into the game after that, even though I sat for about an hour after that. I felt like I had energy all night after that.
All right.
Kyper, I couldn't have loved that moment more. I'm telling you.
Listen,
like
you're starving.
I know, but you raining on my parade hurts my feelings. I loved it.
You're starving. It's Jason Spezza emotion.
It's not the same as Spezza.
Why?
Because Spezza, it's different with Spezza because he's never done anything like that in his life. Gio has always been a fierce competitor. He's always been a guy that like has jumped in, and like we've seen him do it with the Leafs. You've seen him doing it in years past with other teams. Like he's a gritty competitor. Guy loves, just cares. Spezza was like a soft guy that never looked at anybody.
We might need that 3, 4, or 5 more times then this year.
No, I think everyone can follow his lead now and say that, okay, whoever it is you're referring to prior to this.
Okay. So I hope Gio guilted them into saying,
that may be what
you know
it was.
what? I really shouldn't be doing this at age 40.
Right. And I think that's the case if you're someone like Bobby McMahon or you're someone.
Can I add, though, that he didn't just do it. He beat the crap out of a guy that was way bigger than him. Like, he landed more punches. He scores.
Like, does Joshua not fight?
He scores I would say he got the decision.
Then, hey, maybe do it a few more times then. Hey, Sammy.
I don't think he has to. I don't think he has to. No.
He had to there.
Yeah.
How many times have we watched the Leafs where you said, you have to now, and they never did?
And he did it. And I'm happy that he did.
Maybe ask him a few more times then, Sammy. You okay with that?
Sure. If it looks anything like that, I'll love it. I loved it.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. I love fights, and I love response, and that's what makes hockey hockey. Guy did something borderline. Gio didn't care, jumps in. We saw it later with Domi, who jumps in. I saw somebody during our Leafs Talk show on Saturday night. Somebody said that he's got the heart of a lion and the arms of a T-Rex, but it's going pretty good.
Like, we got to get a kill for the guys there, too. Finally, it's sticking up for one another.